What's up, warriors? Another day, another music reaction, and we are rocking the rock and the metal today. Bash has us reacting to Nothing More, one of my favorite metal bands these days, to their song called House on Sand. Now, this one features I Prevail. For you guys who do not know I Prevail, I suggest you go and dive into them because they are freaking legendary. So it looks like it might just be the lead singer called Eric, who's going to be featuring on this track. I don't know if it's the entire I Prevail. We're going to see. Well, we're going to do research afterwards because I don't know as usual, guys. I don't know the band members. I just know I listen to their music a lot. And when Bash told me that Nothing More actually does perform with I Prevail, I was like, oh my god, then we have to do a track of them. Thank you, Bash, as usual, for some of the best music reaction requests. Appreciate you. Guys, get ready. This can only be good.
Everything is better when you're dreaming. Everything is better when the world fades out. Everything is better when you're dreaming. Everything is better when you leave the ground. When you leave the ground, the world fades out.
I have my thoughts about that big eye in the house.
You lose your breath. But if you breathe out, it comes back to you. It comes back to you. It comes back to you. If you want life, don't cling to it. Let go.
Oh shit.
Let go. Let go. Nature.
Listen, this is the kind of song that you watch 5 times over just to make sure you don't miss anything. But are you guys picking up on this? Like, I'm a patient going apeshit in the psych ward on the 4th floor. But okay, first of all, the freaking visuals in the beginning of the song. Like, honestly, we're gonna have to go and rewatch it. I won't do it now. But there is so much just being interpreted through those visuals. Like, the song's lyrics is almost not even needed. Like, you can tell from what they're showing what this is about. But Oh my God, how insane are their vocals together? And I never paid attention so much to Eric just because I've never seen him perform. But now that I'm seeing him sing, I can actually, I can hear his uniqueness in his voice. Let's go back quite a bit because this is just every bit of the song is awesome.
Hoping it would stand the storms that come my way. And now I'm left to face the weight of my mistakes and a chance to start again. Build my life again. On the fourth floor in the psych ward, I've been baptized, franchised, Americanized, left you wondering why. I built my house on sand, hoping it would stand the storms that come my way. And now I'm left to face the weight of my mistakes and a chance to start again. Build my life again. Build my life again. I built my house on sand, hoping it would stand the storms that come my way. And now I'm left to face the weight of my mistakes and a chance to start again. Build my life again. Build my life again.
Oh, they perform with Dorchi as well. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, first of all, for you open-minded folks, this is for you. I doubt anyone would come to this reaction in any case unless you're open-minded. Did you guys pick up on the I've been franchised, I've been Americanized, I've been, what's the other thing? He said something else as well. I don't, when was the song released? Just for my own curiosity, 2024. Okay. It meets the script. I want to go, yes, they are American, so for them, they will go and apply it. Like Americanized has almost become like an expression. Let's just go through it. Let's unpack this. Mixed truth with lies. It's all black magic mixed with bad habits. Oh, isn't it tragic? I'm a patient going apeshit. This is my favorite. on the fourth floor in the psych ward. I've been baptized. There we go. That's the other one that I forgot. Franchised, Americanized, and I'm left here wondering why. I built my house in sand, hoping it would stand the storms that come my way, and now I'm left to face the weight of my mistakes and a chance to start again. Being baptized, we've seen the Christian representation in the beginning, when they played all those visual representations for us. We saw a figure that seemingly could have been Christ, because I noticed some thorns happening over here. Let's actually go see if we can skip. So this could potentially, I do not know. This might be a very, very far-fetched thought that this might be the whole Mars situation, because Elon wants to take us to Mars. I don't know. But obviously we need to try and see what is it. Why is this image really in here in this compilation? So here we're dealing with a cowboy of some sort. Here's a monk, a baby monk who can clearly, float in there, which is not impossible. There's burning light, which we then saw is an actual eye. And there was another eye that I told you earlier. Here's the burning bush. Okay, so again, a biblical reference. TV, everything is bombing, going to shit, but this kid is still watching TV. It's because everyone is so hypnotized, and stuck on what's happening on the TV, mainstream media, etc. Here's the eye. Here is the eye that I spoke of. And this, to me, personally, my opinion, my very conspiracy theorist opinion, is we're being watched all the time. All this tech, you guys know, I constantly say stay away from all the tech. Try and not have tech everywhere in your house. Don't have smart devices. Like for me, I have my office, and that's it. That's the only place in my house where you will find any smart devices. The moment I close this door, nothing. Cell phones protected, microphones protected, cameras, lenses protected, with double bloody security. If I could uninstall, literally remove the hardware of the out of the devices, I would. But quite frankly, we are being watched and listened to all the time. So yeah, that to me just speaks. You see this. I don't know if that's hair, although it looks a bit thorny on top of his head, but I think there was a different photo that looked very biblical, very Christian like. Yeah, there's another one. You see. So I do believe that these images were all created by AI, which is maybe it's not exactly what they wanted, but like very good, very, very good. I don't know. I can't tell what this is about. Neither. I don't know. My mind just goes wild, guys. For me, I will now think Anunnaki. Why? I don't know. I don't know. It just comes to me. This I also don't know. God, there's so much happening here. I wish they can tell us if there's interviews or anything. Like, how did they come up with this? Even this, does this represent darkness? Does it represent? See, yeah, this to me is like a reaper. We're dealing with death. This is some kind of other freaking being. I don't know what. Anyway, so being franchised, being Americanized, I think the only reason, or that expression exists because of a certain way of life, and only those who's into conspiracy theories will probably use this word. I don't know if anyone else, if the lefties, whoever will ever reference the word Americanized. I do think it applies to the rest of the world as well. So for me, in my country, for instance, I won't go and say you've been Americanized. I will say you've been Westernized, because even our problems, it's coming from the West. All the political interference, was coming from the West. South Africa was freaking amazing. Um, until the West started interfering and they wanted to tell us how we need to run our country. And I'm not going to go into all the details there. I'll probably get banned like instantly. But um, let's then say kind of we've also been Americanized. I don't want to say Americanized because America is not to blame for all of this. Um, there's a lot of parties, a lot of parties, a lot of countries were involved. So I've been baptized. We can look at it as Christians, they want their way. You need to be baptized. That's how a lot of people grew up. Um, if you're not baptized, you're not going to go to heaven, right? So you need to follow a certain way of living in order to be approved of. Then you get baptized. Um, and I almost want to say maybe this is not even just a biblical reference in that sense. It's not literal. It could be metaphorical. So it could be that society has baptized you because you have fallen into their way of living, their approved way of living. You've been socialized, you've been um, indoctrinated, you've been giving in to social media, you've given into uh, all the political agendas, you've given into um, you've sold your soul. Let's go with that. You guys know I'm these baby eating people, lizard people, and all of these things. Essentially, baptism is nothing but here's a stamp on your head. You've been approved. Okay. Now you can enter. So how is that any different to? Well, how's a Christian baptism any different to a social baptism? This is such a freaking epic reference. Franchised, Americanized, and I'm left here wondering why. Like, what are the real reasons behind all of this? What are the agendas? What the hell am I even supposed to be doing? Because I built my house in sand, hoping it would stand. And that reference alone tells you nothing is stable, everything is crumbling. Your very foundation is a mess because of everything else that was mentioned above. How are you supposed to build anything solid and stable and rational if your foundation is rocky? So the weight of my mistakes, the storms that come my way, and now I'm left to face the weight of my mistakes and a chance to start again. Build my life again. I'm compromised, wage war on my mind, feels good on the dark side. It's all black magic, so it feels good on the dark side. To me personally, it is I'm swimming upstream. I'm swimming upstream. I'm not gonna go with the rest. I'm not gonna go with the flow. I'm not gonna go with the rest of the Bible actually has this reference. There's a what is the reference? I don't even know. But the concept behind the reference is there's a huge road where everyone's going to go. It's the easy way out. And then there's this teeny tiny straight and narrow way. And that's going to be the difficult one. And that's going to be the one that actually takes you to heaven. Now, you guys know I don't do the whole heaven and hell and Christian. I'm not denying the Christian God. I'm just saying I think there's a lot more happening than just that. But I do think the logic behind that, if I look at who the minority is these days, the minority is the people swimming upstream. It's the people who ask questions. It's the people who says, no, I'm not going to just let you hypnotize me. I'm not just going to let you tell me what I need to believe. I'm going to question it. I'm going to ask why. I'm going to go do my own research. I'm going to go test my findings. I'm not just going to believe blindly, okay? Which is why we've been called conspiracy theorists. And that is cool. The moment you give me credit and stamp me a conspiracy theorist, I'm like, whew, I'm winning at something. No matter how bad my day is, I'm winning. um, Yeah, and it is a constant battle. So the moment you decide to swim upstream, it's like as if everything else just becomes worse. Everything becomes more difficult. You're being challenged way more. Um, it's like it's the Matrix. Ah, you guys know I believe in the Matrix. Um, so yeah, that is it. This is still my bloody favorite reference. I'm the patient going apeshit on the fourth floor in the psych ward. By the way, yeah, that's another thing. So we are obviously, because we don't follow the mainstream media and we don't just believe everything that globalist scientists deem science. We're crazy. We're not cases. We're loonies. We should be in the loony bin. Um, yeah. Anyway, guys, what a fucking awesome song. Wow. I thought the previous ones that I've listened to, or the previous reactions that I did on Nothing More, were my favorite. Let me tell you, this is my favorite. This is my absolute favorite. Bash, thank you for bringing light to my world. Pretty much. Um, wow. So this is going to Metal Fuck the World mixtape. Okay, BHV mixtape Metal, aka Fuck the World. It has made it to the playlist. uh, Fun times, guys. Fun times. As long as we're not alone, as long as there's some of us who still stand together, use our few brain cells that we have left, that wasn't taken by all the fluoride in the water and in the toothpaste, that kind of thing. As long as we didn't do the whole vaccination thing, we kind of keep ourselves still fairly healthy and try to avoid all the other shit that they put into our food and water and whatever, I think we'll be able to ride this one out, and I will see you guys on the other side. Thank you and goodbye.